Hello, Moonbeams 3. So we are into February, and I was very pleased with how well you all did at Masterclass last weekend. So that was great. Please keep working on your scales, and I would like with all of you to, in the next couple weeks, do a mock practice exam and see where we are with scales, sight reading, ear training. So make sure you're doing your sight reading and your ear training every day. If you need ear exercises, send me a text. I will send you little videos with things to work on. Sight reading, it's in your book. You've got sight clapping and you've got sight playing. One of those for sure every day. Sometimes not a bad idea to do two. So, festival pieces. Our goal is to have one recorded before the break in February, and that one's done and out of the road. And then the second one we would work to have recorded by the beginning of April. So if you're entering more than one, because if you're doing your exam and you're entering all of your exam pieces, that's great. We will see where we are this week when we meet individually, but we might try to get some of those recordings done. And then you can just maintain the pieces, but at least the recording parts out of the road. Compositions, I need those by no later than the 14th of February. And your composition needs a title. It needs tempo. It needs a key signature and a time signature. Key signature comes before time signature. You need dynamics, what you're starting with, and is it changing throughout, and it should at some point in time. You need articulation, staccato, legato. You choose whether it's both or a combination or one or the other, whatever you choose for that. You're the composer. Double bar line at the end, and you need to write your own name on there. You keep the original, I get the photocopy. With that, make sure you're sending me pictures as you are progressing, so that if there's something strange that happens, we don't have to go back and erase 4 lines or start again writing it out. So line by line, send me a picture just to double check that we are on track. All right. So you all have your pieces that you're working on, and it's a good idea periodically to play something different. So NYC Rag on KS2 could be a fun one to look at, and watch the counting. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. So watch through that. I guess we never said hello to everyone and did our scale, right? Hello, everyone. Let's do our scale. All right, and then you should be singing your do, mi, upper, so. Do, mi, so, and upper do. Blah. Do, mi, so, upper do, so, mi, do. Do, mi, so. Okay, and major and minor. So that one's minor. Remember that middle note. That's your major. Jump up high, I am sad. Okay, so middle note of your triad determines whether we're major or minor. So listen carefully to that second note that's played as when you're choosing whether it's major or minor. Okay, we're going to look at L1, 2, and 3, and we're going to look at some eras in music. And our Baroque era, we've kind of gone through that. That's 1600 to approximately 1750. And read through, there was many ornaments, and there's more than one melody line. They're very complex pieces. Then moving into the classical era. So that's approximately 1750 to 1830. Melody change. There's very clear melody lines, not several to hear it going through. And the melodies are often repeated throughout the composition. They are likely to be in stepwise motion. So going up and down, and they're often accompanied by 1, 4, and 5, 7 harmonies. Very steady rhythm in our classical era. Then going into the Romantic era. So this is where we get Chopin and Beethoven, and 1830 to approximately 1910. Sorry, thought I was going to sneeze there. Longer melody lines in a Romantic era, and they use wide leaps and wide range of pitch, so they're all over the keyboard. More complicated rhythms, and there's often a flexible tempo, which is kind of interesting, and you'll learn more about that as you progress through. Extreme dynamic range. Tchaikovsky loved this. Look at 4 P's, 4 F's. Pianissimo. Okay, pianissimo, fortissimo. Harmonies were more dissonant and new chord sounds. So rather than having, that would be more normal, rather than our classical era that would have that. There's a very dissonant sound. But the Romantic era was, music changed quite a bit. So listen to, just pick, I'm going to listen to Baroque music today. I'm going to listen to classical music today. I'm going to listen to Romantic. Pick one piece a day and listen and really go, whoa, that is totally different from the stuff I listened to yesterday. Okay? And pick a favorite composer out of each era. Let me know what that is when we meet. So, that is your L out of there, and L11, we are going to do number 3. So I'm going to clap the rhythm twice, and then you're going to clap it back and write it down. Okay. Next one, or the same one, repeated. Okay, then you're going to clap it and write it down. I have not been getting pictures of those. I would like that. So that goes into your rhythm bag, right? Okay, so page 72 is our first page that we're looking at. And with this one, we've done pages like this before. You have to add the time signature and name the key. And remember, when you're figuring out the key, you look at the beginning, any sharps or flats. Nope, so we're thinking C major, A minor, and then look through. Are there any accidentals that are the raised 7th note of the harmonic minor? And what notes do we end on at the end? Okay, so 2 things to do on that page. And then page 86 is, this page takes a while. So what I suggest you do is 1 line a day on here, because it's a fair bit of work. Write E flat major scale, ascending and descending, use a key signature, use whole notes, and use the G clef. So remember, your treble clef has to cross at line 4, circle at line 2, your bass clef dot on line 4, half a heart, and 2 dots around line 4. Okay, double bar lines at the end, and I'm really picky with this, so take your time and do it right, okay? And if you have any questions, just send me texts. Then 121, we are looking at intervals. And remember, major and minor, M-A-J for major, M-I-N for minor. Perfect can just be P. 1, 4, 5, and 8 are perfect. Always go to your bottom note, your lower note, and right across. So G, we're going to put F sharp up here. Would I play B in my G major scale? Yes, I would. It is a major 3rd. But remember, you are using M-A-J, M-I-N. Okay, I'll send you back to fix it if it's not done correctly the first time, okay? As far as those, writing those out. Okay, page 31. So adding a dot. So we know already that a dot increases the note value by half. So it goes through and shows what the dot does. A dot on a half note is equal to 3/4. Dot on a quarter is equal to 3/8. So you're going to go through and add everything up. Good thing to write it down underneath. And it's music math. I think they're all addition. So should be fairly straightforward for that. Couple more weeks of regular stuff, and then we have a review week. So don't panic if you're getting a little bit behind in theory. You do have a week to get caught up in the next couple of weeks, okay? So compositions, festival pieces, and make sure you get registered for a festival this week. It closes on the 5th of February. And we will say goodbye. So 5 happy practices and send me pictures, okay? So long, farewell, our music class is over. We sang a bit and played a bit, and now it's time to study it. Have a great week, you guys.